right, so tonight we're talking fly half. So, great thing about this, I was able to leave basically the same stuff up as I had for the scrum half here. First, we're talking roles, responsibilities, and then we kind of move to skill sets and stuff. A fly half needs to connect, all right? Scrum half, fly half. Connect the backs and the forwards together. They're a connector. They're a big communicator. Along with the scrum half, after the scrum half, the fly half touches the ball as much as anyone on a rugby pitch. They connect, they communicate. Next, in conjunction with that, they facilitate. A fly half is always looking to facilitate something else. Be that putting another man into space, be that just making the right early decision so that you can facilitate something else over there. Fly halves, in a perfect world, are not out for the glory. They're facilitating excellence from the rest of their team. All right? Just like the scrum half, nothing's changed here, all right? Control, speed, and tempo. A fly half and a scrum half, gas, brake, gas, brake. All right? When it's time, we're on the front foot, press on the gas, go fast. When it's time, we're on the back foot, we need to slow down, we need some slow phases, maybe kick for some territory, maybe just settle down. We've gone backwards for a phase or two, slow it down. Speed, tempo. 9 and 10, fly half, scrum half, control that speed and tempo. And lastly, always reading space. A fly half's got to be scanning. They're always looking up. They're always seeing what's going on. They're communicating. They're connecting. They're scanning. They're constantly scanning. Use these things right here and then use that with our communication. So again, connect, communicate, facilitate, control speed and tempo, read space. 9 and 10, scrum half and fly half. A great scrum half and fly half can really elevate a team. Flip side, you can have 13 great players, but if our scrum half and fly half, if they're not where they need to be, can really hinder a team and hold them back. All right? Now, let's go into skills a bit more. So with scrum half, it was just pass. Now it's catch pass. All right? We're facilitating. We've got to be really efficient with that catch pass. A fly half should be able to catch and move that on really, really quickly. Catch pass has to be dialed in as a fly half. Fly half, catch pass, catch pass, catch pass, catch pass. Along with that, kick. Scrum half, it was a little more optional, especially at the lower levels. Fly half, we need you as a first receiver to be able to control territory with that boot, all right? We got to be able to catch pass well. We've got to be efficient with our ball transitions, be that the catch and the pass, be that the catch, bring it to foot consistently and cleanly and quickly, all right? We got to be good with these ball transitions. We got to catch pass. We got to kick. We got to decide. Fly half, along with the scrum half, constantly making decisions. Need to be decisive, need to be scanning, reading, making decisions. All right? Now, the defensive side of the ball for the fly half. Are they up in the line or are they deep? Different setups. A lot of modern defense has a fly half back with the fullback. So that's in that 2 deep. That's where we'll come here with the deep. If they're in the line, all right, some of us, we run like a back 3 where the fullback and then the 2 wingers are kind of rotating back, all right? If the fly half's in that line, man, they need to lead and they need to make assignments. Their one-on-one tackling needs to be lights out when they have it. But when we come to a set piece defensively, and that fly half is in that first channel right off of that set piece, man, they need to be leading. They need to be talking out, hey, you're there, you're there, you're there. I got this. All right, they're leading. They're assigning roles, especially on those first, second phase sort of situations. If they're right there in the line, they lead, they assign. They're lights out with their one-on-one chop tackles. All right. Hopefully they can pull some of those loose forwards towards them. Hopefully help them out, keep them out of the junk. But they lead, they assign, they get that good launch, that good go forward on the balls out. That fly half, they're leading it. All right. They're the first back in that defensive line. They need to lead that. They got to connect with that 12, whoever's outside of them. They got to connect with those loose forwards, lead and assign. Now, if we're in a 2 deep where the fly half is deep defensively, little bit different. Communication. Always, at all points on a field, a fly half, a scrum half, they got to be communicating, all right? But from deep, you've got better vision on the entire field, all right? So we should be moving pieces around, all right? We're deep. We can see the whole field. We're talking. A lot of the times we're quite far away from the actual contact points, but we can see things and we can move those pieces around. And then we need to cover the space. There's a lot of space out there when you're deep. It's maybe you and the fullback, maybe you and a winger back there, all right? We gotta cover that space, and when there's a line break coming our way, we gotta close the space, we gotta clean it up. Cover that space, need to be able to sit back, scan, communicate, move pieces around, but when it's time to go, we gotta go. Fullback went up, I gotta go over there and get there. All right, line break came through, I got to close that space down. I don't want to be sitting back there 40 meters away, letting that line break run downhill at me. I want to close that space and take it away from them. So that's the fly half right there. We're going to keep doing this. I'll be doing the little two-man conversations with my forward friend, Coach Fields, as well. Thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, etc., yada, yada. Appreciate you. American Rugby, let's do it. We can do it.